from E3. I'm Mike Okuda.
I'm Denise Okuda.
Welcome to Gameforge. Welcome to Star Trek Infinite Space. Probably our most memorable experience was on Deep Space Nine when we worked on an episode called Trials and Tribulations, where we recreated the original Enterprise.
That was really, really fun. We all worked so hard. Every single department worked hard, and we got to walk down the corridors of the Enterprise. That was pretty cool.
We grew up with the original Star Trek, and we just loved it. Each version of Star Trek is a little bit different, just because it's a different medium. That said, they're really doing a good job of capturing the look and the feel of the dramatics, of the politics, and also of the sense of adventure, the sense of conflict.
I think one of the things that contributes to the feeling of Star Trek is a sense of community. It's always been about a collection of friends that become a family, and you work together to accomplish a mission, or perhaps just to get together and chat. But I think that's very much keeping with the feeling of Star Trek.
Absolutely, love to. But actually, we'd love to see it on all platforms. Thank you, John. Well, the LCARS interface, which I designed originally for Star Trek: The Next Generation, was really just trying to make something that looked like I was taking extremely complicated tasks and organizing them in a way that was very clear, in a way of taking a great deal of information and making it very obvious which things were important, which things were not, and how things are organized. The original version of the art that I did was actually done with pen and ink and rub-on letters. It was well before before laser writers existed. Eventually, yes, we used computers to do most of the graphics. I like Apple computers, but we really did use all kinds of computers. Well, technical consultation is always a matter of give and take, because each kind of storytelling, be it a television show or a movie or a game, is always told within constraints. So the game developers are always have things. Here's what they need to do, and here's what we think it should be. And with good people, you always go back and forth, and you come up with something that hopefully works for everyone.
That's always the way with collaboration, and one thing that we've really enjoyed is that we start with the basics, and then we are able to explore and move from there. So that's been a lot of fun.
We enjoyed the Abrams picture a lot. It was a beautifully made picture, an exciting story. It was great to see Star Trek get a real budget for a change. That being said, our hearts are with the original Enterprise.
As long as Mike's with me, I'd live in the Star Trek future.
Going boldly where none have gone before? Of course. Believe it or not, actually, Max Headroom introduced us.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, Denise was walking by my desk one day, and she saw that I had a Max Headroom puppet on my wall, and we both loved that show. So she came up and introduced herself.
Yeah, Max Headroom was so totally ahead of its time. It was an amazing show. Any of you that haven't seen it, it's on DVD. Go find it.
Yes, I absolutely like what Gameforge has done to implement the Star Trek interface in the game. You know, when we do stuff for television and the films, the goal is to make it look real, but we don't actually have to make it function. These guys have the technical challenge of actually making it real, making it work, and making it logical.
And you know what else is fun? is that when we were working on the series, I mean, we enjoyed our work, but it was work. And now we can kind of just sit back and enjoy it as a fan and as somebody that's seeing the Star Trek universe expanded. So it's a lot of fun for us. Oh, I want a transporter. I mean, I want to go have breakfast in Yosemite National Park.
Yeah, if you had the ability to have a transporter, that just fundamentally changes the economy. It fundamentally changes so many things. So yeah, that would be an amazing thing.
But seriously, I mean, you look at, for example, the area of medicine. Many of the things that they proposed in the original series have come to reality, and think about how many people you could help. I mean, that's something that I, of course, would like to see. The technology of Star Trek helping so many folks in that area.
I'm not sure if you'll necessarily ever actually see warp drive in place, but it would be wonderful to have the ability to explore space, to send humans to explore the moon and Mars and all these things. Not just because we want to know what's there, but because going there will benefit humankind, and that's what Star Trek is about. We love it. The people from GameForge have all been very detail-oriented. They respect the material. They want to get it right. The work is excellent, and they're fun people.
What's there not to like? And very friendly. I mean, that's another thing that you talk about Star Trek. I mean, that's part of it, is that we're all one people, and so it's great. We love it. Well, probably we enjoy them all, of course, but probably the original series with Kirk and Company is my favorite. Yeah.
Also, we were lucky enough to work on almost all the Star Treks except the original. So that's the one that we saw as kids. That's the one that we can still be fans of and not think, oh, that's what we worked on.
Yeah. Right now, or in the past? Oh, there's so many. The West Wing.
From the Earth to the Moon.
Mad Men.
Babylon 5, Firefly.
Max Headroom.
MASH, The Muppet Show.
We love science fiction.
We loved the new Battlestar Galactica. We loved Firefly. You know, we loved Caprica. All these great shows. I have two favorite Star Trek movies. I know it's cheating, but I have two. As a fan and as a viewer, Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, to me, and I think to both of us, it comes the closest to capturing the spirit of Star Trek. But for me personally, Star Trek IV, because it was the first Star Trek that I worked on, so it's very special to me.
And it was a really fun film too. So.
No, that.